We're going to discuss broadheads. For the last year or so, we've had the dead meats, and they've been extremely popular for G5. And I just want to talk about broadhead design when you're choosing a broadhead. Naturally, we've been with G5 for a long time, worked with those guys on helping a little bit on the design of these broadheads, and I'm very proud of them. But no matter which broadhead you choose, I'm going to tell you the reasons why. I personally am not a fan of the style of, when we're talking about expandable broadheads, those that go in and have to fold back over themselves. It starves the era of kinetic energy and the energy so that it hinders penetration and it wants to veer off. When you are trying to choose, my 2 cents is, when you're choosing your expandable broadhead, you want to get a one that is a rear deploying. What that means is, like, look at this blade. When it comes out, it just slides into place. So even when it's at rest, this blade is exposed. All it has to do is just slide to a larger cut. Now this is the new Megameat. An awesome name. It is the new G5 Megameat. This is a 3-blade, 2-inch cut. And let me get a little pointer here. You want your blade angle to be less than 45 degrees to where it is slicing, not chopping. There's a lot of them that are, the blades are up like this, and the broadhead ends up doing chopping, so it doesn't penetrate as well because it's chopping like a tomahawk rather than slicing like a fillet knife. I like a 3-blade over a 2-blade. Not to say that 2 blades won't do the job very well, but 3 blades gives you more surface area. So if you just had a 2-blade that was a 2-inch slice or sliver, you're measuring the distance of the blade on 2 blades, and that's all the massive hemorrhaging and cutting that you're doing. With a 3-blade, you're getting 3 blades, so you have more razor sharp Lutz blade surface area to do more damage. Plus, with, if you'll look down that bad boy, look how big that is. That's a 2-inch cut, 3-blade. You're going to have 3 independent flaps to allow massive blood loss onto the ground. Whereas a 2-blade, which will do the job, gives a slice, and depending on how it is in the animal, could very well hang up and close up, not giving you massive blood loss onto the ground, not as good of blood trails. Now, the dead meat is the same design broadhead, really aerodynamic. It's an 1.5-inch cut 3-blade. Performed great, but this new Megameat, I mean, it's going to bring it down with it. But another thing that's very important is we shoot our field points all year long, but look how tight and aerodynamic that is. Straight down it. So it's not going to cause air disruption, causing you to be off from your field points. So it shoots almost as identical. Very, very, very close. I don't want to say just exactly like, because anybody that does that is actually lying. But the great folks at G5 have a BMP, a ballistically matched point. Not only does this weigh 100 grains, not only does it weigh 100 grains, but it is aerodynamically matched to the broadhead so that you can shoot this into the target just like you would your field points, but it's ballistically matched to the broadhead aerodynamic wise so that they fly the same. They include one in every pack, and you can buy them separate on top of that. So when we're talking broadheads, these are my 2 favorites right here, the Megameat and the dead meat. Megameats are just now coming out. You'll find them in your great outdoor retailers. Look for them. But G5 also has you covered from soup to nuts. They have the new M3. They have the 4-blade striker, which the striker blades are the Lutz blades, German engineering, sharpest blades out there. They have replaceable fixed blades, which is the strikers. So they've got you covered from a cut-on contact Montec, which is basically so tough of a broadhead you could hand it down to your grandkids. You simply kill a deer, sharpen it, kill a deer, sharpen it. So whether you're a recurve shooter, low poundage, a lady, a child that needs to shoot that, or you're a strapping young man that's pulling 70 pounds and you do want to shoot the expandables, they've got you covered. Megameat, dead meat, striker, and the M3s. So check out all of the G5 broadheads. I know that they have filled many a freezer and trophy room for us, and they will do so for you too. any type of broadhead mechanical wise you choose, please try to go with a rear deploying. And keep the blade angle not so steep so that it performs good for you. And most all of the broadheads from G5 are steel too, and precision made, so be sure to check them out, because I know that I can't wait to fill my quiver up with these things. Megameat. It's not just a pretty name and a pretty face. It's gonna be huge.